Hello everyone, welcome to Time Spent Kitchen. So glad to have you back into my channel. So today we are going to do something very interesting. We are going to do pork stew, and these are some of the ingredients. Pork stew is a very delicate stew because this pork, if you don't cook it well, you're gonna get sick, and you need to put a lot of ingredients there to make it delicious. So but not too much ingredients because you really want to taste pork in your stew. So these are a few of the ingredients. Normally I'll have these two kinds of Maggi flavor in there. I love it in there. Olive oil or vegetable oil, and we have our fresh pork. You can see the bones are still really red. They're fresh. We have leeks, some fresh tomato, green pepper, yellow pepper cubes, onions, loads of onions. This is just what I have because we are going to use our already made tomato base. Now, if you are in my channel, you've not seen tomato base, I will link it below this video. We already have tomato base recipes, so it makes it easy for any woman who wants to cook stew in their house. Tomato base is basically sweet pepper, the red sweet pepper, onion, leeks, lots of tomato sauce, mix and boil and cook. The recipe is right there. Go check. We have habanero pepper, we have tomatoes, celery, parsley, we have basil, we have our salt, we have our leaves there, our scent leaves there, and that's bay leaf, garlic and ginger, and some other ingredients that are not here. I'll put it below this video in my YouTube channel. And just to let you know, we're gonna use white pepper, black pepper, curry powder, and thyme. Thyme is optional. So let's get started. We're gonna eat this with rice, white rice. So let's go. So the first thing you do is to wash the pork very well, and I'm using this white vinegar to rinse it with it. So now to marinate my pork, I have some ingredients here. As you can see, I didn't put too much. I put garlic and ginger, fresh grind. I put some bay leaf, salt, and some cubes. And I also put some garlic powder and some ginger powder. There's the scent that comes with that. Just a little bit of each. And I put onion powder here. I didn't put cut sliced onion because I don't want to see the leafy onion. We're about to grill this, so I don't want to see the onion stripes on it. And we put a little bit of curry. So we're going to mix this really quick and keep it to simmer and then boil. This is ready. We're going to give it a cover. And this can boil until the pork is cooked. Now, the temperature for your pork to cook depends on how large your sizes are. So make sure it's cooked. Pork is very bad if it's not well cooked, so you can get sick. Now we're going to work on our sauce ingredient while the pork is simmering and cooking under very low heat. First of all, I didn't put any water in the pork. As you can see, there's no water in here. I just allow the ingredients to cook first, and I'm going to stir after it's getting cooked so that the ingredient goes inside the pork, and the temperature of cooking is made very low so that it cooks slowly and make it tasteful. Before I grind my tomato, fresh tomato, I'm going to boil it. So I have fresh tomato in here, green pepper, yellow pepper, a little bit. Remember, we are using our sauce base, tomato base that has everything. It has a lot of tomatoes, a lot of spices already. So, but I need the sweetness from this fresh tomato. Our tomato base don't have too much fresh tomato, but I want my stew to be sweet. And I also have some leeks cut here, just few of it. And you see there's no garlic here, no ginger here. We can add that as we go. So we're gonna boil this real quick. Boil it real quick. You can see that the pork is producing its own water, and I don't want all this water in my stew, guys. So it's gonna dry up. First of all, it's just the spices, so I'll allow it to continue to cook. I'm gonna stir it. Continue to cook until the spice enters inside it's well marinated by itself. So this pork is ready now, and we are not gonna use all of this. Like I said, I'm gonna grill it. It tastes really good, and you don't want to make salt to overshadow, please. Salt is gonna destroy the taste of your meat. When you're cooking meat, be careful with salt, So we're gonna put this in our grill right now. I will use my air fryer to do this. My air fryer is really good. They were the first air fryers that just came out, so it's really been long. It's still really good. So we're gonna grill this at 350 degrees. So I'm gonna grill it for 15 minutes, 350 degrees, and we're gonna check it after 10 minutes to make sure it's not too dry, and turn the sides. We still want the pork meat in there, so we're gonna check it together. Now our tomato is cooked. The flavor in my kitchen now, if I give you bread, you eat with this flavor. I'm telling you, it's really good already. So you can see that everything is dried out. So why do we boil it? I am using tomato sauce, tomato base that's cooked, so I don't want sour to join my sweet stew I've made already. So I'm cooking this to meet the already cooked tomato at a point, you know. And boiling your ingredients like this keep the flavor together. Frying sometimes take away flavor very fast. So let's grind this. So this is my tomato in my Ninja blender. I'm just gonna grind. There's no water here. Grind everything like that. Don't add water. You can see that it still has some chunks in there. The smell from this as I open the blender is so good. So I wanted to show you. This is good to go. So now I have my separate pots, a clean pots. So we are going to add a little bit of oil, and some vegetable oil or olive oil if you like. So this oil is just to cook the tomato that I have boiled. You don't need too much oil in stew, guys. I mean, you don't need too much. Even if you put too much oil when you're cooking stew to cook the tomato fast, you have to take it off before you dish it out. Okay? Because sometimes you can put a lot of oil to help cook the tomato fast so it doesn't burn. That's enough. I'm gonna keep this to warm. Tomato and some onion and some salt first. So the onion has caramelized just a little bit. Now I've added our boiled blended tomato and spices. We're gonna give this a cover to cook. Very important step. This has been grilling for 10 minutes. So it's time to turn the sides. You can see it's already really grilled. I love air fryer because you don't add oil into your food. It's a very healthy way of cooking. You know, when I bought this, it was really expensive that time, but it's cheap now. Walmart has it even for $80, $100. So it's a very good thing to put in your kitchen. All right, so to help you with oil, how to control the amount of oil you put in your food. We're gonna grill this again for another 10-15 minutes. So our sauce is getting dry. What we want to see is to see oil floating on top to make sure it's really cooked. So we are almost there. Now we're going to check here. I want to boil rice, basmati rice, guys, about 6 to 7 cups of rice. So I use some butter. The water is about boiling. I'm going to put butter and salt. So your measurement for basmati rice is just like, you know, I'm doing 7 cups. Approximately measure it. Your water should be above your rice. So I just put some boiling water here. I'm going to use using this pot, but when I put my rice, I will know. So I have my rice already washed right now. So like I said, the measurement for white rice is very simple. It's just double the number of cups. Here I have 7 cups of rice that I've washed. So my number of water will be 14 cups of water. The same cup you measure the rice. I mean, we have smaller cups, but the best way to do with white rice is that you just put your rice in boil water, and you can see you don't want to put too much water with white rice. It's just a little bit above, you know, but I've measured it. I know it's double up. So you have 1 cup rice, use 1.5 cup water, 2 cup water. It depends on the rice. So some white rice are complicated actually. Trust me, they are complicated. But with this my rice, this is my brand of basmati. This will cook the rice. So if you're not sure, don't put too much water. Just take it out and add it as you go. Okay? Because different rice have different way of cooking. You can see my measurement is just slightly on top of the rice, and my salt is good, my butter is perfect. I'm gonna give this a cover and cook it. Basmati rice don't cook for long. 10-20 minutes is ready. This stew is ready now. This boil, see, this is perfect. Now follow these steps very well in cooking. Some of these steps you miss, then your food might not taste well. I wish you can see this color is so red. The light coming into my kitchen is not enabling you to see the color. Look at this. This is so good. It smells really good. The next step we're gonna do is to put our tomato base in here. Taste it and add garlic and ginger. Why? Because our tomato base has every other ingredient. If you watch the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Before I'll know which other ingredient to add, okay, to take my sauce to another level. This is my tomato base. See how rich it is. You see, I store it in the fridge. See, this is very rich. I can cook jollof rice with this. Now I'm using it for my stew. So every woman needs to have this ready to go. Especially if you're a busy woman like me, you don't have this, you have to cook this all over. It take more than double the time you can cook for your family real quick. So this is what I'm gonna use to add in here. So I added my ingredients. I didn't stir, so you can see what I've added. I've put my tomato base. There's black pepper here, there's white pepper, there's thyme. You can see this is black pepper. This is thyme. This is garlic and ginger grind. This whitish one is Maggi cube, and the red Maggi is somewhere in the back here. So I've added curry powder as well. So I'm gonna stir this. You can see the leaf, the greeny leaves in there are from my tomato base. I like to throw my leaf. This is basil from my tomato base. So, but I still need more to take it to another level. I don't like the pepper taste. I like it hot. I've added one more. And I'm gonna put all my leaves in here. I like to keep my leaves like this. You can pass this one. I just want it to taste in there. If you blend this leaf, you're gonna make your sauce dark. Remember, we already put some leaf when we're blending our fresh tomato. So I like to put it here. You don't have to. This is optional. I don't want it to be just ready. So this is my own way. Then this is the stock from the pork. I'm gonna put it inside. This is very good. It's very nutritive. Don't throw away your stock from the pork. So stir everything. Now is the time to taste for any ingredient that is short, because we're gonna cook this until it is really dry. When we come back, you'll see how delicious this will look like. Our rice is ready within 10 minutes, guys. I told you my measurement is perfect. See, and you know, you don't have to cook this rice in too much heat. The steam cooks the rice, so it's not a high heat you put on there. Okay, medium heat, and it's ready. I'm gonna let it just sit there in very low heat while it cooks up, it warms up, and dry perfectly the way I want it. This is amazing. See how my rice is like not sticky? Perfect. This is what you want. Our pork is ready to go, guys. So I don't know how you grill pork. Air fryer is the best. I mean, I'm loving air fryer right now. So this is ready to be put in our stew. And you can also eat this with pepper. It's ready to go, because see, this pork is dry outside, it's crunchy, but it's very soft inside. It's so tender and juicy.